today we're honored to have Jesus Soriano. Jesus Soriano is one of the program directors of the SBIR program for the National Science Foundation, and he's a great supporter of our programs here. He is the one of the founders of the AWARE program at the National Science Foundation with us. And so I see a lot of our our AWARE participants here. They received proof of concept funds from the AWARE program, so that's great that you get to meet Jesus today. And what we're going to do today is Jesus is going to give an overview of the SBIR program, and it'll take about half of the time, and then he's going to do a question and answer your questions directly at the end, and he'll take as much time as he needs to do that. So Jesus runs the Smart Health. Jesus, is it Smart Health? Is that what you call it?
Yeah, biomedical.
Biomedical. Okay, great. And he's funded several of the phase ones for several of the teams that have been through EnterpriseWorks over the years. And so he's fantastic to work with. I've always found Jesus to be one of the forward-thinking SBIR program directors at NSF. So he's great to work with and very approachable as well. So if you've got questions, you can reach out directly to Jesus. So with that, let's give Jesus a hand for taking time with us today. And so with that, thank you, Jesus, for being with us, and I'll turn the time over to you.
Fantastic, thank you. I'll try to speak more than 20 minutes. So at 1:30, basically in 25 minutes, give me a holler in case I distract.
Okay, great.
Okay, so you are all familiar with the SBIR or SBIR program, I hope.
Yeah. Yes, you do.
You're not. Okay, you're not. Well, I hope by the end of the program, you will be more familiar. Obviously, my presentation is tries to target all of you, whether you have a company or whether you are planning to develop a technology and you don't have a company, or whether you even if you have written a proposal and or you're writing one. I have noticed that much over the last 24 hours, so I may not be clear. Do not hesitate to interrupt me, please. Okay, so many folks, especially in the area of engineering, are very familiar with NSF. Because we work in other areas like life sciences, people do not think about submitting a SBIR or a proposal to NSF. They think more about NIH, which is a beauty, I guess, for you, because we are much better. So basically, we are an independent federal agency. We function as a foundation, but we respond to the executive branch of the government and through the National Science Board. And we have north of $7.5 billion in budget, of which 190 million, plus minus a few million, go into the SBIR. Okay, and the good news for you is that every year we fund around 400 companies, and of those companies, as I will show you later, most of them are startups. Now, when I say startups, it's like pre-seed. I mean, many of these folks were bankers, so I call them entrepreneurs in bankers, as compared to entrepreneurs in residence. And they start acting on the company when they receive the first check from us. That's the type of ideas and risks that we are willing to take. Obviously, with that comes out of checks and balances and accountability, and we are extremely strict, but we also are willing to take risks, and that's good news. That's why you see things like, as Jed was pointing out yesterday, Business Insider showed yesterday a company, Thousand Eyes, SBIR Work from us, $273 million raised, and examples like that are tens and tens and tens. So what do we do? We really try to fund and de-risk early stage platforms. Investors hate platforms, we love them. Because we help you create that platform, develop it, obtain a proof of concept, and from there you take it. You go to other agencies with that proof of concept to get money from others via programs or contracts from the government, or you go to angel investors, or sometimes even venture capital. So we give you a grant. We don't give you a contract, although certain aspects of the grant can be managed as a contract. and it may come as a surprise to you, especially if you are an academic scientist or engineer. But we don't get anything in exchange. That's the good thing. So, and we are absolutely obsessed with commercialization. That we are obsessed with commercialization doesn't mean that you can submit a proposal with a lot of buzzwords like vision and mission and all of that. Doesn't mean that if you've done I-Core, you just paper us with fancy terms from your business model. It means that we want you to A, address an important societal need using a very risky technology, but that is going to go to market through commercialization. Okay? So think of our philosophy as a three-leg stool. In one, that really technically difficult platform, or high-risk technology, with a high societal impact that you're going to bring to reality through commercialization. Okay? So don't come either with some fancy research where everything is kumbaya and we don't know how you're going to make money. Okay? Everything goes together. So if you submit a phase one and you have until December 6th, so you have basically, as soon as you vote today, you should start writing the proposal. You are going to ask for up to $225,000 that you will use for between 6 and 12 months. You're going to choose how long your project will last, which is a trick, because if you ask for that money and you don't plan properly, and you plan too little time or not enough time or too much, we are going to evaluate your ability to plan, because if you don't plan properly, you do not execute properly. Okay? So phase one is feasibility research. It's a proof of concept, and it's a concept of a product or a service. Okay? It's not a proof of principle. Ideally, we want you to have sampling data. And if you come from EnterpriseWorks, chances are that you are spinning an academic research. If you don't have that, it's okay. You go ahead and submit. Do not hesitate. But then your preliminary data doesn't come from intellectual property, developed and licensed. Developed by a license from the university. It may come from general data that you find. Okay? So during the feasibility research, you need to pitch commercially and also pitch technically, because, as I said, everything comes together, and you must obtain proof of technical feasibility and commercial feasibility. Okay? If you're developing, let's say, I don't know, a widget, for a specific addressable market, you need to demonstrate that you understand what your value proposition is, your channels, your customers, etc. But then the technical plan, the technology is to go behind it. Okay? To be successful in phase one, then you apply for a phase two. Those are more prototyping iterations, and we give you $750,000 for 2 years. If you reach phase two, we will match any investment that you make, that you receive, or revenues that you generate, thanks to that NSF-enabled technology, up to $1 million. So we do 50 cents on the dollar, so we can give you up to $500,000 more. That's how that is to be in a very successful program. Every year, our companies raise up to $90 million or more, just for the purpose of that program. Okay? We don't have phase three like other agencies. So you know how this works, this value of the concept, like calling it the value of hope. But I'm just overlaying where we see ourselves. Okay, very good. So we give you more than money. We give you visibility. We have a huge media operation. We give you training on how to speak to the media. We put you through our channels like Twitter, Instagram, and all these things, and we cover millions of people. We train you on actually using, again, the I-Core program, something called a bootcamp, during phase one. And in certain cases, we may send you to pitch competitions, or I send some of my companies to the I-Core program at NIH. We rely a lot on peer-to-peer learning, so we're going to have you come to meetings where you connect with folks. We're going to coach you because we're based on different. It's at the program directors here. We are 9 program directors. We have all been in your shoes. And we do this professionally, as the only thing we do is SBIR. And our job description says that we have to coach our entrepreneurs. So we help you, okay? And I can tell you, I mean, I cannot tell you the names, but think of any sophisticated venture fund, or venture capital, or corporate venture fund. And think of them, and there's 70% chances that they have funded an SBIR company. And they come here for the pitch when we are going to match the funds, and they always say the same. The fact that NSF funded them, or funded this team, gave us a lot of comfort, because we spend tens of thousands of dollars in the due diligence of phase 1 and phase 2 proposals, to a degree that many investors would not only look at the commercial potential, but the science behind it. And we look at all kinds of regulatory issues to audit you in phase 2, etc., etc. So let me share with you what we found. Do you have any questions? Feel free to interrupt me.
No questions yet.
Go ahead.
No, I think we're good yet, right now.
No questions, okay. I may be speaking a bit fast, but so interrupt me, please. So as I said already, we fund high-risk technical innovations with great potential that has to be both societal and commercial. Oftentimes we get great proposals with great commercial potential, but you know, if you have funded with that, we are perhaps the one that takes the most risk and really invest in folks who just want to try. Now, we do not fund basic research. We do not fund things that you know, are kind of boring because there's no technical risk. Normally, I call it the ice cream factory. If you have technology that is already there and you just want to apply it on new use, well, we normally don't fund that unless per se that the project is very high risk. And it happens oftentimes when you are integrating technologies, and but the litmus test would be that when you integrate technologies, 1 + 1 = 10, cannot be 1 + 1 = 2. Okay. We want commercial success, but it doesn't mean that you know exactly what your market looks like. You need to have an idea, especially in this one. In this 2, we're going to be a bit more tough. But if you are, I don't know, developing a technology to count the dots on the wings in a butterfly, I doubt that we're going to fund that. Unless it's an educational application, maybe we will fund it. Okay? So we want commercial potential. And it is okay if you don't understand your commercial potential right away, although you're in good hands with Laura and Jen to do your I4 and any other training opportunities that they offer you. So the more homework you do before you apply, the better. Now, if you do not get funded the first time, don't worry, because we only fund 10%. And people who resubmit after having applied, what we tell them through the review process, they have always a 2%, the probability of success is 2 points higher than anybody who submits the first time. Okay? So do not, when you submit, it's okay you don't get it the first time. You should plan accordingly what are you going to do with your career. Because you may not get the money 6 months later, you may get the money a year later. Okay? Very good. We want you to move the needle. We want those projects to really have make a quantitative difference in society and in the marketplace. Just not a little bit. But sometimes, you know, sometimes coming with a technology that makes things cheaper or faster could be considered moving the needle. But I can reassure you that we look at every single detail in your proposal. We really read it from the beginning to the end, through the lines, upside down, etc. And we try to understand what you're telling us. And we focus on every hole that you leave, because we need to understand whether you understand what you're telling us. Okay? We do not fund sales, marketing, business development, these type of things. So please do not ask for that when you submit the proposal, because we get really mad, because we tell them every day. We tell this to everybody, and some people still ask for it. So it's like, hey, they are not taking us seriously, or they are not doing the homework. So what makes us different from other agencies? Well, we are not buying anything from you, like DoD, for instance, or sometimes Energy or NIH may have contracts. Especially DoD runs a procurement contract through their SBIR, and that's what they need because they need new technologies. But we don't do that. So when you call us, Don, or send us an executive summary, do not try to pitch something as if we're going to buy it, because it's not, that's not how it works. You identify the societal need that goes in parallel with the need, and then propose a tech-based solution and just pitch it to us. We're very good at knowing whether something is innovative or not. We cover every single topic that you could think of. For sure, most of the topics or research areas at your university research park. Each one of those, I'll show you our website, which is, as it goes for government websites, is pretty good. You go there by typing nsf.gov//SBIR, and you will come here. And then you have a YouTube channel, which is really cool. There are tons of videos there, tons. Many entrepreneurs, some of them known to you guys, are there. So you go there and click on the technology topic areas, and there we have them all. And let me go into, let's say, electronic hardware. Every of those 9 or 11 areas has many topics, and the topics are written in such a way that they allow us to attract as many people as possible. So if you have a technology, it's impossible, almost impossible, that we cannot cover it. And just for people who don't get it, we create a new topic called Other Topics. So if you read all of these details and you think that we are not covering you, just go into the other topics and you will find us. Okay? You see other topics. So, okay, there's more. So please become familiar with this website. Under how to apply, you have lots of information. We really spoon feed you as if you were brainless. We give you checklists. We give you a guide here, how to submit, and we give you on these guidelines, the transformation. We're gonna give you a step-by-step screenshots of the system, and we tell you what to write. I mean, come on, we're making it very easy. The systems at NSF are not comfortable, but we work very hard at making them comfortable to you. Okay? So let me go back to the slides. I don't know if you're sleeping or you've left the room and I'm talking alone. Okay, there's somebody there. He said I cannot see you until I stop sharing my screen. So the bottom line is, don't worry too much about the topic feed. Try to target it and contact the program director who manages it, because we use those topics not only to tell the public, what we want to fund, but also to manage our workload. Normally, each one of those subtopics fits into a panel. But we move proposals among program directors and our panels very easily, so don't you worry, okay? And all the program directors work in the same hallway. We are all working very closely, so by the way, don't write the same email to all the program directors because we hate it. It's really annoying, because annoying orange that you see on YouTube, the same thing. We are very serious about responding to people. We put out of effort, and if you write to all of us, you will get more than one answer, and most likely those answers will be complete. Okay? Very good. So we want you to be responsive to market changes, which means that your proposal has to be realistic. Your proposal cannot be on the technical side like a master's or PhD thesis half-baked, and on the commercial side like some type of willy-nilly MBA capstone. Everything has to come together. If your proposal is about developing a very innovative square object, don't tell us on the technical plan on the commercial side that this thing rolls as a round object. Okay? What I'm saying seems stupid, but actually proposals fail because people do not take the time to read what they write. And they don't take the time to have their colleagues, their consultants, their advisors, their EnterpriseWorks folks review the proposals and get advice. When you're responsive to market changes, you may realize that the technology plan the technical plan you submitted may not be as relevant. So it's okay if you prove evidence to the program director once you get awarded that you need to change, we will approve that pivot. Very good. So the rest of the slide says how good we are. We know that because we have big egos. So look at this slide. The line on the top here shows basically of all these agencies that we are comparing that have SBIR groups or funding. NSF is the one that on an increasing rate funds always first-time SBIR winners. So what I'm trying to tell you is that you should not be concerned if you don't have a lot of experience. By the way, you are working in one of the foremost innovation ecosystem in the country, so you are spoiled brats, and if you don't write a proposal, shame on you, excuse my French. Okay? Because look at that, 70% of the proposals we fund have never received any money. Many of those proposals come from folks who have graduated from masters or postdocs or PhD, from bachelors, from folks with MBAs. And we still take this. Okay? Obviously, NASA cannot afford doing that because otherwise our space program would go bananas, I guess. Very good. So a few practical things, and I'll try to stop talking in a few minutes. We have what NIH calls public funding announcement opportunities. We call them solicitations. So every year in June and in December, you can apply. And those announcements called solicitations are normally published like 2 to 3 months before. So you have a lot of time. And in between the announcement and the deadline, we run all kinds of things like webinars. How many of you have attended a webinar of NSF?
We've got a few people here. Yeah.
A few people, that's good. So the next webinar is actually on November 16th. I'm the one giving it. So make me happy and come listen. Hold on, let me go back here. And you are, I'm giving you the special treatment because you work with Jen and Laura. You go to how to apply. You're gonna have here something about it's here. Anyway, there's a place where you can here you have a video that you have webinars that you should attend. Anyway, find it and please. Those are Q&A webinars only where you can ask any question you want. If you submit in December, you will get awarded most likely on July 1st. If you submit in June, you will get awarded on January 1st of the next year. Okay? We get top reviewers, both academics, investors, industry experts, commercial reviewers, who by the way may have no technical knowledge. They are going to come just to look at commercial side of the proposal. We bring entrepreneurs, graduates of the program, etc. Okay? And the NSF has two big pillars of review in the review criteria or in the review process. One is called intellectual merit. Applied to you, that means how innovative is your technology. And the other is called broader impact, that for SBIR purposes means both commercial and societal impact. Okay. Normally, the panels start around 2 months after you submit the proposal, or even sometimes 90 days after you submit the proposal. And normally within 3.5 months, we already know at least who is not going to get funded. So what you can do is, once you submit the proposal, go into Fastlane, and you're going to see the date of your panel, and then politely, without talking us, just contact the program director and see whether we're going to fund yours or not. If you're going to fund yours, we'll get some Some plan directors deal with the declines fast. That's what I do. Other plan directors focus first on the awards and then leave the decline proposals to the end. That's why it's important that, after 4 months, you contact the plan director and say, hey, where are we? Just because if you're going to decline, you want to see the comments of the reviewers, have a debrief with the plan director, so you have the time to resubmit. It's very important. For example, the cycle for staffing issues and many other reasons, we've been announcing the declines late, so unfortunately our companies are going to have less time to prepare and resubmit. And that's a pity, but it's been a bit out of our control. But the important thing is that once you are part of quote-unquote the family, you're going to be in contact with your plan director very often. You're going to attend workshops. I mean, there are all kinds of things. Very good. So I'm putting there a link where you should register. The registration is a pain. You have to register in the DANCE database, SAM.gov, SBIR.gov, and Fastlane. And at least Fastlane takes a few days. So please start soon with the registration process. Okay. Do not leave this to the end. So I'm gonna stop, I guess, with this slide. If you have a crazy idea, we wanna hear about it. If you don't have such a crazy idea, but it may have great market potential or societal potential, we wanna hear about it as well. Okay. We don't buy anything from you. We only fund the research and development, although we are going to hold you accountable to the commercialization. Okay, so start raising money. There's nothing nicer than phase one that has great letters of support. Letters of support that come, for instance, from the folks who are considering giving you money, so some angel investors. You have some great resources in Illinois. If you have done the ICRO program, from potential customers, potential commercial partners, come from stakeholders with no financial interest, like the foremost professor in that area, who has no money invested in your company, so going to get paid by you, but tells us in a very nice letter how good you are. As I said, it is okay to pivot, so if you don't get it right on the proposal completely, do not worry, because we are starting a journey together that's going to last 5 years. Again, don't stress too much about the topic. Try to get it right. Contact the plan director, but even if the plan director does not reply because we're just too busy, just go ahead and submit. And hopefully, if you're thinking about submitting on December 6th, hopefully you are well advanced with your presentation, with your proposal. There you have all kinds of websites, come by Twitter, and the Twitter of the program, so there's no way you cannot reach us.